Storm Team 8.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your foray into spring weather for the past couple days. Record high temperature of 57 here in Grand Rapids, 58 in Kalamazoo, almost 60 across the area. Remarkable. But that's over with. We're going to see a full-scale pattern change over the course of the next several days next week. Right now, still rain out there with temperatures above the freezing mark. Some pretty good rain up around the Battle Creek area heading towards Lansing and the Jackson location. You can essentially follow this rain right down to Arkansas. So it's a large area, and as these temperatures fall, we're going to have to deal with a little bit of a mixture developing across the area and even some freezing rain. Right now in and around the Grand Rapids area, you're seeing some light rain at the present time. Speaking of temperatures, let's take a look at the big board. Observations out there. Grand Rapids Airport at 41 degrees, just about 10 degrees above the freezing mark. 37 in Muskegon, 41 in Battle Creek, 41 in downtown Kalamazoo. So it's going to take a little while for the temperatures to get to around the freezing mark, especially with the past couple days with temperatures reaching highs in the 50s. I think the roads, for the most part, Grand Rapids southeastward, will stay relatively just wet. It's northwest of Grand Rapids. I think we're going to have some issues. You can see that's where the coldest temperatures are. 35 currently in the Fremont area, 37 in Muskegon, also in the Big Rapids, and therefore those are the areas that will first see that transition over to some freezing rain. Winter weather advisory out there for really much of the viewing area, but it's, I would say, Muskegon, Oceana, Newaygo, and Mecosta counties that I think are going to see most of the problems by later tonight and tomorrow morning. Infrared satellite radar composite. Look at this massive area of rain, and you can see that transition zone again right in the Illinois area. I just checked out the observations over in Chicago, and they're reporting some freezing rain in O'Hare with temperature of 31 degrees. So some of that is heading our way. Temperatures overall, look at to the west. Right now, single digits and even below that in North Dakota, right up into Canada. This area continues to build. This cold dome of Arctic air and very cold polar air is going to essentially overwhelm the Great Lakes and much of the country as it already has. So our pattern from here on out is going to return back to winter. 24-hour forecast at midnight. You can see all the rain that's out there, and eventually we're going to see that transition over to some freezing rain. Note how it drops a little bit farther to the south and south and east by 6 o'clock in the morning. These are the areas: Fremont, White Cloud, the Holton area, Ravenna, Muskegon, right up to Big Rapids and Hart. You're going to experience most of the problems by tomorrow morning with the slippery roads with the freezing rain out there. Then we'll transition over to all light snow showers throughout the remainder of the day, and certainly by 6 o'clock it's going to be generally just light snow. We'll have to look out for a secondary wave possibly coming close enough to us tomorrow for Battle Creek, Coldwater, and Marshall that we could see more accumulating snow, but we'll reevaluate that tomorrow morning with Lower Velasquez, of course, to and her in, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning. By midnight, much of the precipitation will have moved out, just a few flurries left over. The ice or freezing rain forecast, watch. Again, I've been emphasizing northwest of Grand Rapids, and that's where it really tallies up. We're looking at an ice storm warning. If these verify, anything over 1/4 of an inch would be an ice storm warning. So this prints out about 4/10 in the Fremont area, almost that in Big Rapids, and almost that in the Muskegon area as well. So if that verifies, the National Weather Service may hoist a freezing rain warning out there. US 131, M37 north of Grand Rapids, those will be the trouble roads tomorrow morning. US 31 north of Holland, and then we're looking at M46 west of US 131, M20, M82. 8-day forecast. Here's your winter. It's pretty much taken over across the area, and the next decent chance of snow after this weekend will be with a clipper on Wednesday. It's taken a while, but it's here.
It's about time, isn't it? All right, be safe out there in the morning to get the latest on day. Back with more right after this.